Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Play World of Tanks. I am DemonKnght. A little bit about this game. It's through wargaming.net. It's a free-to-play multiplayer online game. It's a tank shooter game. What else can I tell you? You start off with low tanks and you go into battles, earn experience points to upgrade. Let's see, what tank am I still doing any upgrading on, if any. Light tank here, this tier. As you can see, the only thing I've got is I'm at the maxed radio. As you can see here, I still need 1,809 research points, known as XP, to research the next set of tracks, which I'm going to need for more speed, and also for higher load limit, i.e. the more weight I can carry as in, because everything costs more weight. I need more XP for the motor. It just says I can get the motor. So as you can see, research engine sends us for 1,200, including 0 of the free XP, which is these XPs here. I try not to use those because I'm saving those for harder to progress tank that needs more points. And so yes, I'm going to do it. Here you have your credits. You earn credits in the game. I'm going to go ahead and put that motor on. The motor is supposed to affect according to the game, it's supposed to be the tracks give you the speed, and the motor, the bigger the motor, the more you can, the faster it can accelerate to that top speed. I already have the top radio, which says I have a signal range, which means you can communicate 700 meters away. I need a lot of points for the big gun, but even before I can do that, as you can see, the weight is in red because I have to have the tracks in order to be able to put that on. But I don't have the XP for that either yet. Now I need another 3,002, but that's including this here. So yeah, you research to upgrade your tank. Try to build it up, because then you research the next tank. Like with this one, I'm not a big fan of, but I do have to grind through it, and it'll take for a long time because I gotta get that, and I still gotta get the points to research this gun, because you can see these arrows that show you where it leads to. You gotta have this. You start with this track, you lead to there, go to here. Sometimes to be able to research the next tank, you have to research certain items prior to it. Like in this case, as you can see, the arrow goes from this gun to here, then it goes to that tank, which means I have to research this gun before I can even start to research that tank. So then, once you got your equipment on, here you can see you have your different ammo. This is armor piercing rounds, which is a standard round. It's the cheapest in cost. Here you have the which we call these AP. We call these the HE, which is high explosive rounds. They cost more than the AP, but sometimes you have to buy some because some tanks your armor piercing can't penetrate no matter what. So then what you do is you do this, because even if it doesn't penetrate, it can cause criticals and splash damage from the explosives. Then here you have the armor-piercing composite rigid, and this is what what people refer to as gold rounds, but of course it costs you gold. I believe you can also go, so for each shell I wanted to use, it would cost me 11 gold for each shell, or it could cost me 4,400 credits per shell. But we're not going to do that. As you can see, my max ammunition is 60. When you're playing, you really do want to keep the resupply automatically and the repair automatically checked, so that when you come out of matches, it'll automatically repair, reload you, because you don't want to go into a match and not have enough ammo. Once you use up all your ammo, that's it, no more. I usually don't eat up all my ammo, because I'm usually dead by then. But there's been a few times where I had no ammo and had to depend on my ramming ability. Then down here you see these consumables. I usually go with a small repair kit, because if they track me and I'm trying to keep alive, I'll hit the button that it allots to, which in this case you can see is over here, which is when I'm playing in a battle, you'll see that it says 5. This will be 6. No, that's 4, 5, and 6. I'll hit 4, and then it'll show me which items that are damaged that I can repair, which is usually my track. Occasionally they don't do any damage to my track, but they damage my gun, and you gotta definitely have your gun going. First aid kit to heal a member of the crew. You only get one time per battle to use them. This is your manual fire extinguisher. That's because some engines have a tendency to catch on fire, or if they hit you in the ammo rack, it'll catch on fire. And as you can see, I've been playing a little bit of while, so I've accumulated different tanks of different tiers. At one time I got past all the low tiers and I got rid of them then, because I helped the new guys in our clan play. If they want a platoon, I'll take one of my I rebought my lower tiers and, you know, got them back to where they need to be. The only thing I don't have up to is here. You see these crew numbers. Here it says 84%. He's a commander. That's major qualification, skills, and perk. Once each of these hit 100, they can start learning a perk. As you can see, let's see, where's my tank? Let's go. You can see they all read here at 100. Of course it says 110, but that's because he gives like 10% to them. This is where main qualifier. Pardon me. As you can see on this tank, they're working on the second perk. So we go here. Click on hand. Oh wait, no. Here, click on personal file. You can see the first perk, which is now at 100%, is equal for the commander. Enables the commander to identify critical damage modules on targeted vehicles within the view range. Is effective both in indirect and direct fire modes. And now he's learning recon, which is increased maximum view range. This skill is more effective if observation devices are damaged or within, combined with situational awareness, coded optics, and back. That's him. The other skills he could have possibly learned: repair, camouflage. This is the Tiger P, and I have a camouflage now. I should be getting someone to do camouflage, but I'm going to wait till I get these perks down, because some of them have relevant ones they need. Firefighting, Brethren Arms, proves major qualifications and all skills for entire crew. Perks cumulative effects of improved ventilation, extra combat ration, some other little odds and ends. The commander can also learn Mentor, provides additional experience to all crew members except the commander. Jack of all trades enables the commander to master every qualification and replace knocked out crew members. Only a major qualification can be substituted or replacement effective missions with each crew member knocked out. 6 cents. I don't use that. And each crew has certain ones that they can learn. Some of them are common for all of them. But like here we'll take the... he's my gunner. As you can tell by the little targeting symbol. As you can see, I gave him Deadeye. Increases the chance to cause damage to enemy vehicle modules and crew. It is effective only with AP, APCR, and heat shells. If 2 gunners have this perk, the effect is not cumulative. So some tanks have 2 gunners. Whoever's got the highest one is the one that's used. Oh, I tell you that someone does on this tank. Since he already got that, he's learning camouflage. Once that is done, the other possibilities, either he'll learn repairs, firefighting, Brethren Arms. Actually, the next one I really want for him would be armor, improves accuracy of a damaged gun if 2 gunner higher rating is effective. There's snapshot, improves accuracy during turret rotation if 2 gunners. And it always goes by the highest one. They're not cumulative. They're cumulative with certain items, which this tank doesn't have. Okay, so then we got down here, I have my driver. Oops. Once again, you right click on them to get to the person file. Here he has controlled impact, decreases ramming damage to your vehicle and increases ramming damage to an enemy vehicle. The skill is effective only while your vehicle is in motion. And he's learning preventive maintenance, reduces the chance of engine fire by preventing gas or oil leaks in the engine compartment. And the other skills he could possibly learn specifically for them would be like off-road driving, reduces ground resistance when driving on soft and moderate soft terrain, lower ground resistance, increased vehicle maneuverability and acceleration. There's some grounds where the tank doesn't move as well. Well, if I had this, then you got headed down, and then pack, had a 100%, he'd have less trouble. Smoother improves accuracy when firing on the move. With this tank, it's a sniping tank, so therefore usually you're not supposed to be moving, but if I needed to, I'd have to learn this. Of course, for him, the next one he needs to learn once he's finished with the maintenance is he needs to learn clutch brake. Improves vehicle rotation speed, which is the ability to turn. Then we have here, I have my radio operator. Right click, hit personal file. He currently has at 100% situational awareness, extends view range. Extends my view range when I can see a little further. Here he's getting signal boost and extends signal range. Basically, when I'm trying to communicate to other tanks, he's going to do it. Then the next skill he can possibly learn if I don't get him on repairs or firefighting, which I may. Call prevention enables a radio operator who survived the destruction of his vehicle to report enemy position for another 2 seconds. And then relaying extends signal range of allied communications within vehicles radio coverage. Actually, I think that's the one I'm going to go for next, because that means I can broadcast farther so tanks know what I'm seeing. Then here we have my loader. He's got repairs at 100%. And he's currently working on safe storage, which increases ammo rack durability. Shells do not come into contact with each other. Basically, it's to try to prevent, if they hit me in the ammo rack, try to keep them from blowing up. Future is either I can give him adrenaline rush, etc. He's gun loading if the vehicle has less than 10% of its hit points left. So if I have only a little less than 10% of my health life left in the tank, he'll load up. He'll load the gun faster, and then intuition creates a chance that the loader will promptly switch between shell types. Basically, if you're switching from the AP to the heat, he can do it faster. This loader or during the new shell resumes the calculation from the point at which it was stopped. And that's on my Tiger P. I grinded, got the Tiger P. This is the Ram 2 is a premium tank. And what that means is basically I had, spent real cash to get some gold, and then I bought a tank from their online shop. It automatically comes as an elite tank, whereas my Tiger P, it's elite only because everything, including the tank after it, has been researched, which lowers the cost of repairs and ammo replacement. But I still lose money on it if I don't do enough damage. The Ram 10, even if I don't do so well, I tend to make a little bit of credits and some XP with it. That's what premiums are good for. The other thing with premium tanks is they do not ever get to upgrade. They start off with the max form, and they also don't need 2 other tanks. I have other tanks. Another premium tank here is the Tog 2. A friend of mine bought it for me for gold, and I slowly paid him back for the money he spent to buy the gold to give me that tank. And my other premium tank I have is the Churchill 3, which is a British model given to the Russians, and the Russians tore everything apart, put it back together, and made mods so it looks like the British line, but it actually doesn't function. It's a little faster, has way faster reload. Okay, anyways. So here we're gonna go ahead and pick a tank. Ooh, my Tiger P. It is my primary tank at this point. Meaning I chose it to be because that's one of my favorite ones to operate. And if you notice here, it had a star with ×3. That's because it's a special event weekend, so they means experience for the first victory each day on that particular tank. I get 3 times the amount of XP. Normally it's 2. Whereas with this tank, you can see it doesn't show it there, but that's because I already played earlier. He already got his victory for the day. Now he's just going to get a standard victory XP, which would be based on how much damage I've done. If I stood on the base to try to capture, because it's like playing capture the flag, but with tanks. Okay, we're on this nice wonderful map. I'm not a big fan of this map, but it's not the worst map, at least to me. I mean, some people like it, some people don't. Me, it's okay. counter for when the match is finally
Time to roll out.
Okay, and we're free to go. First, I'm going to back up a little. Oops. I'm trying not to run into anybody because I need to see where everyone's going, get an idea where maybe I need to go. See if I see them leaving the spot weak. Looks pretty good, except for I think we need another heavy this way. Most of the other heavies are going that way, we're going this way. Now, some tanks, as you see the little symbols up on top, they stand for the diamond. Stands for, means this is a light tank, which means it's meant for scouting. Then you have the square, which sometimes you don't have in matches, is because that stands for arty or artillery tank. Basically, he stays back somewhere and fires whatever range he can to try to damage enemy tanks, but it requires us to spot him, so he knows where to fire. Because if ain't no one spotting for him, he can't see him. The upside down triangles, that stands for TD, aka tank destroyer. That means they're basically tanks designed for specifically one purpose, and that's my bigger tanks. Oops. Got to pop back behind the rock when I was done firing.
We've lost the track.
Here I'm going to go ahead and use my repair kit because I don't want to be stuck where I was. Otherwise I'll die. My guy will do what he can for repair, but if you're stuck out in the open like that, that's not a good thing. Now you use your WASD keys to move forward. Now my problem is when I'm going backwards, trying to go backwards and I'm turning, I get confused with which key I should be pressing, and I always turn the opposite direction that I want. Then the mouse controls the direction of my turret, which can go independently of where my tank's going. Shift key will put me in a sniper mode so I can
Enemy is hit.
I'm gonna reload before it kills me. If you happen to die, you can either hit escape and then go back to the garage and grab your next tank until you can't jump in the same tank. It's still be considered combat. Or in my case, sometimes I like to hit control, move my arrow key to here, and find who I want to. Oh, let's go along with the KV5. It's called spectating. I can zoom in with him to see what he sees. watching, and hope to see you the next time on Let's Play World of Tanks.